Well, hello there. Welcome to part one of my end of the year pickups video. This will be going over everything that is not Christmas related. So with that said, let's get right into it because I have a lot of stuff to show you that was bought before Christmas. But we will start with the books. First up, Terrifier 2. This is the official novelization of the film. My fiance got this for me for Sweetie's Day. Haven't read it yet. I've seen the movie multiple times. Haven't read this yet. My fiance is turning into quite the art clown simp, and it's frightening me. And she blames me for it. I don't know why, but yeah, being kind of scary. But moving along. A Language of Dragons. This was a belated birthday gift, I believe, from one of my coworkers. So, don't know much about it. Just stumbled across it on Amazon. Sounded interesting. Add it to my list. So, I'll read it at some point in time. Next, Dead Space Liberation. This was the last, Dead Space print that I wanted to get for my collection. It is basically the backstory of Carver, and it's a decent little graphic novel going over the events prior to Dead Space 3, at least the beginning of Dead Space 3. So it was set up Dead Space 3 well enough, in my opinion, at least the beginning of it, with Carver and who he is and who Norton is and all that stuff. So overall, it's fine. Next, Make Us Whole: The History of Dead Space. I first heard this was being announced by Spawnwave. He announced it in a video. It was like a sponsor, if I remember correctly. I was like, holy crap, I gotta order that as soon as possible. Ordered it, read it. It's a great read. If you're a big fan of the franchise as much as I am, I highly recommend picking this up and giving it a read. Very, very good. Next, Wrath of the Dragons. This is another Sweetie's Day gift from my fiance. It's a sequel to a book that I've already read. She said it was pretty good, so I'll probably be reading this relatively soon. Don't know when yet, but soon-ish. Next, Reign of the Empire. This was another belated birthday present from one of my coworkers, and yeah, looking forward to reading it at some point in time. And then finally, the last book in my current read that I'm reading right now, that I got these last couple months, is Empire of the Dawn. This series I will always recommend if you love vampires. Definitely check this series out. It's really fucking good. I cannot recommend it enough. Same with the author, Jay Kristoff. Apologies for that little pause there. I thought I heard something, but I'm just hearing things, I guess. But moving right on to games. First, for the Nintendo Switch, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. Great game. I have it on PS5, and I wanted to basically double dip because I like to waste money, apparently. Next, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. This is a limited run purchase, so glad to have gotten that finally. So, I had the game on PS1, never played it on PS1, ironically enough. So looking forward to playing this finally and seeing how it is on a more modern platform. So. Next, we have the Retro Realms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead, the little double pack here. Had it on PS5, and I just wanted to kind of, no pun intended, switch it over to the Switch because I felt like it would be more of a better play there. So, but if I remember, these games are pretty fun, pretty semi-simple, side scrollers, but they're fun enough. So, next, Daemon X Machina. I finally picked this up. Picked this up for a particular reason why, which you'll see soon enough why. But yeah, I remember playing the demo when it first came out, and it was fun. I always meant to pick it up, but I just never had the time, or just got away from me. But I finally picked it up on eBay for a somewhat decent price. So. And then finally, the end of Switch, I got the Salt and Sanctuary and Salt and Sacrifice double pack. This is also from Limited Run Games, so saves me some money because the first game, which came out, which had a physical release early on in the Switch's life, is now uber expensive. And when I saw they were doing a double pack with the first two, I was like, I'll just get that. It's cheaper, so. Now on to Xbox. First up, Werewolf, the Apocalypse Earthblood. This is another instance of game switching. I had this on PS5 and just switched it to Xbox. Why? Because I like to waste money, apparently. I don't know. Next, Call of Duty Vanguard. Heard it was very but I have not played it yet, so I don't know yet. But it was cheap, so. Next, Like a Dragon Ishin. I remember playing the demo. Enjoyed the demo, so looking forward to playing this at some point in time. The demo was fun, like I said, and the game was also cheap, so I think I got it for like $30. I think around there, brand new with the exchange. So I was like, why the hell not? It's cheap enough. Next, In Sound Mind, little indie horror game. My friend Brett, from what I remember, said the game was pretty good, so I kind of picked it up on his recommendation. So it was also cheap. I think it was $10, $15 brand new, if I remember. So next, Yakuza 6, the Song of Life, from Limited Run Games as well. So now my Yakuza franchise is complete for now. Yeah, hoping to start playing that franchise soon-ish. Now on to PlayStation. The lone PS4 game I got, I think the last couple months. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I had it on PS5, but the PS4 version is complete on the disc. It has 2 discs, and the full game is on it. So that's why I downgraded. I don't really care if it's, the quality is somewhat lesser because it's on PS4. I don't care. It's the full game on 2 discs, so I'm happy with that. Next, for PS5, Assassin's Creed Shadows. My fiance picked this up, so I'm not that far into it. I'm enjoying it, but I need to get back to it at some point. It's just, after Valhalla, I've been kind of don't want to say burned out on the franchise, but the series does need to get back to its more, like, not as bloated. I'm sure, like, it needs to get back, like Mirage. We need more games like Mirage, because I loved Mirage. It was back to basics. It wasn't bloated. It was a complete experience. I liked Mirage a lot, but I think the franchise needs to get back to more games like that. Not to say this game is bad. From what I've played, it's not. I've just become, ever since Valhalla, I've just been kind of burned out a little bit. But nonetheless, the game is still fun. I'm still enjoying it. Next. TMNT Shredder's Revenge, the Ultimate Edition. Picked this up off of Limited Run Games. They had they have a thing called the Vault. Now they'll re-release certain titles, and I saw they were doing this, and I still need to pick up a copy. So I figured, screw it, I'll pick it up from them. I don't care. So it's got like an exclusive cover. So next. Silent Hill F, another pickup from my fiance. She played it, she enjoyed it. I have not played it yet. I still need to play Silent Hill 2 Remake at some point. But it was pretty good, so I'll get to it at some point in time. Next. Resident Evil 3 Remake. This is just an upgrade from the PS4 version. I enjoyed the remake. I know a lot of people didn't, because it was so short, but I still enjoyed it. I still had fun with it, so look forward to going through that again. Moving on, we have Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles on PS5. Another limited run games purchase. When it comes to these Star Wars games, I tend to double dip, get them both on Switch and PS5 or PlayStation, what have you. So, yeah. Next. Ghost of Yotei. Another game my fiance picked up. She didn't have to, but she did, because I guess she just wanted to play it. She did play it. She beat it. She enjoyed it. I had not touched it yet, so... Yeah, I've been a little busy. Work has been... Anyone who works retail will tell you, working the holidays, fucking sucks. Big time. So, yeah. And then, next we have Lost Soulside, another game my fiance picked up. She's not that far into it, but she's enjoying it so far, so I'll play it at some point in time whenever she finishes it. So. And then finally, the last game here for PS5 is I picked up The Thing Remastered. Love the movie. I've yet to watch the prequel, which I've heard mixed things on, but I still want to see it at some point. Looking forward to the game. It's got, from what I understand, it's got a interesting concept. So looking forward to checking that out at some point. And now on to the little few movies that I picked up these last few months. First up, Superman. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to where this new universe goes. Hopefully it's good, but time will tell. But first movie here, it's decent enough. Next, I picked this up, the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, the first 7 movies. So it's Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I already have Freddy vs. Jason, which came in the Scream Factory, Shout Factory, Friday the 13th box set. I have that, and then I have the remake as well. So which I enjoyed. I'm a person who enjoyed the remake for the most part, so glad to finally got the other movies off the list. I do know that that 4K um, box set came out, the steelbooks, and then the regular 4K box set. I didn't grab that just because, with me, I'm OCD with where I pick up movies, and in case in point, right up straight, I have 2 movies already in this franchise that are already on regular Blu-ray. I would feel to me it would, my OCD would be messed up if I have those 2 on Blu-ray and then the rest of them on 4K. It would it sucks having OCD. Trust me, it sucks. But nonetheless, got that off the list. Next, Red Eye, really decent, later in life Wes Craven film. Pretty good, pretty interesting, and well directed thriller. If I can talk, it'd be great. Yeah, recommend it for sure if you're a Wes Craven fan. If you're not seen any of his later works, like Scream 3-ish around that time. So yeah. And then finally, Nosferatu. Heard good things. Just haven't had the time to watch it yet. So at some point I will. But I heard pretty good things. Alright, that is it for part 1 of this little compilation here. Please be on the lookout for part 2, which should be dropping later tomorrow at some point. So